I'm David Essel, and I can't wait to share some of these great stories I'm going to tell you today about women who are part of our Women's Support Personal Growth Group support group that has been around for a while now, and we're going into another series, another session. It's held in Fort Myers, Florida. But if you're watching this and if you're a woman who really wants to see how much more she can get out of life and working with other women, then send me an email at talkdavid.com, because if we get enough support, I'll definitely start a teleconference group for women across the country. Absolutely. So women's support groups are a little different in regards to women's support group with personal growth and what many people think. What we do, and I've been doing this for about 30 years with both men and women, together and separately, but what we do is we bring women together. We have certain guidelines that we follow. In those guidelines, women get a chance to learn more effective speaking, more effective listening skills. Each individual woman will create an intention of what she wants to see changed in her life. Now, sometimes within the group, we have multiple women choosing the same thing, and then other times we have people choosing totally different goals. But here's the cool thing. As the groups go on, and the way we do them is in 8-week sessions, as the groups go on, women obviously start to become more open, just like the men do in men's group. We become more vulnerable. We become more patient as we watch other people go through the challenges, the successes of life. And then ultimately, at the end of the 8 weeks, we want to see some dramatic changes. Now, you can go to my website, talkdavid.com, to see when the next one is being formed here in Fort Myers, Florida, and you can join us. And I really highly encourage you that you do. It's unbelievably inexpensive. But what happens at the end of 8 weeks is magic. It really is. As the facilitator of these groups, it's not for me to go and sit and lecture for an hour by any means. It's all about the women in the group. It's about having them learn how to express, be open, be vulnerable, and crucially important, how to listen, which is a lost art in our society, without a doubt. In the last 8 weeks, I can just tell you a few of the people that have seen dramatic changes by being part of this group. Now, remember this too. When you're in a group setting, whenever one person breaks through, and a breakthrough could be, oh my God, I did not know this was a big issue in my life and I just found out it was, or holy cow, I've just achieved the success I didn't know what I was going to achieve. Whatever the breakthrough is, the whole group receives the same breakthrough, specifically involved with their own life. So we have one woman who's been a real estate agent for a very short period of time in Florida. The market is unbelievably slow. She hadn't been doing any business whatsoever. She joined our 8-week group, and on week 6, she ended up selling 3 homes in the same week. Like, she was flipping out, and you can imagine how that's changed every part of her life. We had another woman who was part of the group, and she had been involved with a job for a number of years. When she found out that she wasn't being paid the same amount as other people at her level in her job, unlike in the past where she would have not said anything, because of what she learned from the other women in the support group, she stood up for herself, and a brand new doorway for an opportunity in her career opened up. And it wouldn't have, she knows this, it wouldn't have if she hadn't stood up for herself. And the reason she stood up was because, one of the reasons was because she sees all these other women in the group doing the same thing. We had another woman that had taken a medical board exam over and over and over again, failed it constantly, but with the support of the group, she finally passed it. These are just a few of the. So we had, another woman who had been struggling with alcohol addiction, and because of the group now is going into her 6th or 7th week of sobriety. Now, these examples I'm giving you are very common. So if you have an interest and if you want to work with like-minded women who are here to achieve more in life, to find inner peace, more money, sobriety, better love life, whatever it is, join us here in Fort Myers, Florida. Or once again, if you're not in Fort Myers, email me and we'll see if we can get enough people to do a teleconference course with women from all over the country, okay? But these groups are powerful. TalkDavid.com. Go to TalkDavid.com to find out when the next group is starting in our area, and we keep them going on a regular basis. Like I said, they're very inexpensive. Or send me an email, okay? Or look in your area, Google in your area. You might find a women's group in your area that'd be perfect for you. Keep going strong. I'm David Essel. Bye-bye.